Hi parents, I thought I'd take the opportunity to give you guys some feedback in terms of what the majority of students are up to with physics in particular. So I'm taking care of Year 10 physics, Mrs. Porter will be taking care of Year 9 physics. So we're trying to break it up into year groups so that you've got a single point of contact. Now, one of the things that obviously we're putting in place is to try and mitigate the lost time for GCSE. And I won't be just talking over a blank slide. I just want to show you some of the things that you should be seeing your kids doing at home. Now, I'm a parent of 3. I'm having just as much trouble as motivating my kids to get onto their work. So this isn't an opportunity to throw mud at anybody. This is just I can show you what they should be doing so that you can hold them to account from home, and I'll keep adding comments on their work as we go. So you probably would have seen today that I've sent out quite a lot of comments on their quiz results. So I'm looking at certain things. If they're doing the quizzes properly, you should be seeing working out. They shouldn't be able to do much of this in their heads at this stage. So you should see them starting to draw circuit diagrams. And I'm just going to draw some very, very quickly because I appreciate not everyone's going to be very familiar with this content. And they should be labeling this type as a series circuit, and you should also be seeing some of the tougher questions I've been asking is on parallel circuits. So there are 3 resistors on each. So if you're not seeing these diagrams, these are in the videos that I'm sending the kids where I'm notating notes just like I'm doing for you right now. If you're not seeing these, you need to make sure they're going back and watching those videos and adding key components, because they need to be able to work out the resistance for these circuits. That's one of the GCSE topics. Now, in terms of formulas, I have a big table of formulas that they should be adding to. So as we do each type of electricity, so everything we're working on at the moment is electricity, they should have equations such as the and PIV. Now, you don't necessarily need to know what they're about, but you should be able to find them on their revision notes. If they don't have these revision notes, again, I'll lead a lot of the information into their the videos that I'm sending out. So if that's a problem accessing them, they're all on YouTube. They've all been sent the links, and all the links are on Show My Homework. So again, any issues, please email me. I'll chuck my email address up on the last slide. Okay, so this is slide 2, the quizzes. I'm going to spell quizzes wrong. And one of the issues we're having with the quizzes is I'm trying to make them easy. There's no 2 ways about it. I need to try and keep engagement as high as possible. I don't want the kids to feel like we're putting them under a huge amount of pressure. I think they've got that anyway. So all the quizzes are out of 10. And typically I am making 6 easy, probably 2 medium ones, just to see if I can push a few people up into the mediums, and 2 hard ones. Now that means that a majority of our students, and I do mean a majority, should be getting about 80%, 8 out of 10. Now they might not get that first time around. I am letting them have 3 attempts at each quiz. Now herein lies one of my problems that we've created. With having 3 attempts, I've got students who are getting wrong, wrong, right, right, wrong, 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 etc. And then next time around they're trying a different answer, and so forth, etc. In fact, they're even getting some of them wrong the second time around when they get them right the first time. This kind of multiple choice guessing is no good for them at all, and quite a few of them have had messages today saying you didn't prepare for the quiz, you're just guessing. So please don't take that as any sort of mudslinging at anyone at home. This is an opportunity for me to point out to the kids they don't get this luxury at GCSE. They need to learn how to do the work, and the videos are there to support them. I'm spending quite a lot of time making these videos and keeping them nice and simplified and chunked down, so that all these kids at different levels and different abilities are able to access them. And again, that's part of this reasoning for making the quizzes relatively straightforward. I just want positive engagement at this point. I need to make sure when we do come back at whatever point that is and whatever guise, that we can hit the ground running, and we don't have kids who have spent months doing very, very little. So any help at all you can give us at home with quizzes, that would be brilliant. And I will obviously keep adding comments in. Some of them are really simple, like "well done." You've got 100% first time. Unfortunately, I've only given that to about 4 or 5 students. But what's more impressive is this resilience that I'm getting. Some of the students have been really surprising me, where they've had one attempt where they've got 8 out of 10, and then they've got 9 out of 10, and they've got 10 out of 10. Now, to me, that's not guessing. I mean, admittedly, they could be guessing, but what I'm really looking at here is students who have decided that they want to get 100%. So the more we can support that, the better off they are, and I will keep trying to congratulate them and shimmy them along. Now, I put my email address in. I'll go on to the next slide. Okay, so my email address, it is on the school website, but just in case, I'll try and write it as clearly as possible here. Let's be an @ symbol. And I can assure you, I am desperate to get back into the classroom as much as I'm sure you're desperate to get your kids back into school. So any questions, except for that question, I do not know how and when we will be going back and what guys. But anything about their work, if you're worried about them trying to access the material, encourage them to watch the video and take notes as they're watching the video. They can pause it. If they come off the back end of watching 30 minutes of me drawing diagrams and explaining through things with no information written in front of them, they haven't really absorbed it. But again, anything I can answer, please ping me through an email. I'll try and help the best I can. Otherwise, wish you all well, and I hope you're all safe, and see you all soon. Take care.